What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here, and I'm back with another video. Today, I want to talk about a game that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I forgot about it and stuff like that over the past week and stuff like that because I've been making so many other videos and stuff like that. But Death Stranding and stuff like that. Death Stranding is getting a director's cut and stuff like that. It's coming out, I think, September. I forgot the release dates. I think it was September 20th, probably September 17th. It could be one of those two stuff like that. No, it's come out in September stuff like that. This game and stuff, I really wasn't into when it first came out. I have the game and stuff like that. I have the game and stuff like that, but I never really got into it and stuff like that when it first came out. And it came out in a really bad time, stuff like that. A lot of people were not really a fan of this game and stuff like that, saying it's weird. Then you had the troll side stuff like that saying, "Oh, your UPS, package deliveries, it's a UPS simulator, or you're a FedEx, a delivery boy." And to a certain extent, they weren't really wrong because a lot of the gameplay elements was you just taking package from point A to point B and stuff like that. So it was really just and there was so many other games that was out that time that I was playing stuff like that. So I dropped it, but I never went back to it. But now it's coming to PS5 and stuff like that. Of course, you don't get all the the remastered, the bells and whistles, 4K resolution, 60 frames, stuff like that. But besides that, all the basic stuff, there is new content, more weapons, more customization, more gameplay elements, stuff like that, to make the gameplay more, refreshed and stuff like that, engaging and stuff like that. Because after a while, in the game stuff, it gets tedious and stuff like that. I do like the elements and stuff like that, the post-apocalyptic, America and stuff like that, but with this, what I saw, I think it was in the this was in E3 or it was in the State of Play and stuff like that. I don't remember, but I want to talk about this. So, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure to share the video out to the help channel out so much. And without further ado, let's get right into it. But yeah, this game, man, why I played and stuff like that. Remember, I was literally just like on the first part and stuff like that, so I never really got to dive. And I think I got to like the second part of the map and stuff like that, and then that's when I just said however. But for them to remaster it on PS5 and stuff like that, I knew it was coming, but it's gonna be more than just visuals and the frame rate and stuff like that. They really put in detail and more combat elements, but we'll get right into it and stuff when it comes. So the first thing, new battles. Now, like I said, I didn't dive too much and stuff like that because I think how that mechanic works is when you get caught, they drag you, and then you go into a boss battle, stuff like that. I only fought one, and that was part of the story mission, stuff like that. Like but what I heard people say about this game and stuff like that when they beaten it was good and stuff like that story wise. So, but of course you got new battles. This is what I like to see and stuff like that. This is what Carmel Gore. They're gonna put more weapons. More weapon gameplay and stuff like that. That was lacking in the first, Death Stranding stuff like that. To me, stuff like that. Now I'm all cool with the Zen type of gaming and stuff like that. Just chill back stuff like that. But I do want action and stuff like that. I do want that gameplay. I do want that gunplay and stuff like that. Give me something. To get my to keep my attention and stuff like that. Because this is not an RPG and stuff like that. Or a loot shooter stuff like that. So not. I'm looking for loot. And not leveling up and stuff like that, which I don't remember if they had those systems in it and stuff like that, but probably not. But it is just like a story-based game. But you can see stuff like that. I forgot what they call these. I think yeah, I think it was the BTs and stuff like that. But you can see that it's like a shotgun like a matrix. So I don't know if they bring in what a weapon customization leveling up to the game, maybe stuff like that. There was an Argo and stuff like that, but we'll go over that and stuff on this video. But so. So so like I said, I really want to get into, this and stuff like that. So here it's an advanced combat mechanics. So that screamed like they revamped all the combat, mechanics stuff like that. So a lot of like the melee combat was clunky and stuff like that because you only have certain attacks with like with like the brief kicks and stuff like that, or like hand to hand and stuff like that. It was kind of clunky in PS4, but it upgrade melee, so probably he will have like more moves. Maybe they'll go to the RPG route and make it like you can unlock certain abilities like takedowns, stealth takedowns, probably stuff like that because. This is Hideo Kojima, so he could probably make it like Metal Gear or stuff like that to some respect, but yeah. So the combat system and stuff like that was a little bit clunky stuff like that, but it wasn't a lot of it because you was just spent just walking around stuff like that. So of course and stuff like that. This is what I'm looking forward to. The gunplay stuff like that, more weapons. Give us something to more weapons, especially for those players that got that itchy trigger finger stuff like that and want that action and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to this game and stuff like that. I know no one's talking about it. I know it's old and stuff like that, but I want to talk about it and stuff like that. So but look at that. You have a lightning rod gun and stuff like that shoots like this. This reminds me of Destroy All Humans stuff like that. They literally took that idea from that game and put it in this game and stuff like that. So I like that. So maybe there's gonna be different type of elements. Probably fire guns, maybe ice guns, something stuff like that. They have mounted machine guns. Now I don't know if those break down and you carry them with you, or they just like stationed at certain outposts and stuff like that. Maybe and stuff like that, maybe not and stuff like that. I do remember there was one mechanic I think where like the enemies will come if they sound that little posting stuff like that. I don't remember because I played that forever ago. So mounted machine gun stuff like that, cool and stuff like that. That little Call of Duty aspect and stuff like that. But it looks like it is going to be mounted on an outpost and stuff like that. So we having a firing range. So now you can practice. So this right here just lets me know that there has to be some upgrade system, RPG like and stuff like that. Because look, so you can see the different guns and stuff like that. I know that this is gonna be all the weapons, but it has to be some customization to the weapons for that. Maybe you can put different attachment on it, different elements, different abilities, probably stuff like that. So this is like a more robust version of what Death Stranding and stuff like that. It's like cut content for that. So the gameplay looks fast and fluid and stuff like that, especially in 60 frames. Normally, I don't like playing open world games in 60 frames stuff like that because I want to take the highest setting and stuff like that, so I can take in all the beauty and stuff like that. So those games under my playing 30, but everything else can be at 60 frames. But this is right here where I'm excited for the most. It's for the story and stuff like that. They're adding new storylines to it and stuff like that. So of course and stuff like that. Because I haven't played the main story, so I want to see how it unfolds. And then of course they're gonna tweak the delivery system. Now right here and stuff like that, the little backpack and you walking around stuff like that, a lot of people got critique and stuff like that. A lot of games got hate over this because of the fact that you was carrying packages on your back from point A to point B. So some of these distances would be long and stuff like that, and you have to be careful of not tipping over or the cargo gets ruined and stuff like that. I'll get ruined and stuff like that. I forgot there was one element that made the cargo rust and stuff like that. So yeah, you need your bike and stuff like that. You know, I want you to get your bike upgrade and stuff like that. It was easy, but you know, but now it seems like you can shoot. What was that? A cannon? It was like, yeah. So basically, you could probably shoot the packages across the map. So let's say that if you was in far across the map and it was like 10 miles or whatever, you could just shoot it onto you know. So then they have like the little exo, you know, stuff that I remember this from the old game. Oh yeah, the rain rushes the package and it causes damage and stuff like that. So that was another thing that you to be worried about. But you know, you can upgrade like your weight and stuff like that. But a lot of people didn't like this gameplay concept and stuff like that. So I can see why. Walking around and stuff like that. Chugging through water and stuff like that. It became tedious, stuff like that. That was like majority part of the game, stuff like that. But people that loved it, that didn't mind it and stuck with it, said it's worth the payoff, stuff like that. So I'm gonna be doing that. I know that they had that in the first one, the buddy bot and stuff like that runs for you to carry like separate things. I like that because so basically you can hop on that. So let's say you feeling lazy and stuff like that, you can hop on that and it will take you to. So I don't know if you can control it or if it's separate, stuff like that. So we just have to see and stuff. But I'm really excited for what I'm seeing. This right here that got me like, what is this doing in the Strand, stuff like that? Like this is some stuff that you see in Forza or GTA racing, which. Why in the post-apocalyptic? But I don't know, stuff like that. I probably won't be doing it and stuff like that. What was that and stuff like that? I guess you can have different cars, different tracks and stuff like that. No, it says like laps, difficulty and stuff like that. I don't know what's this doing. It's not a racing game, stuff like that. The driving mechanics were never that good and stuff like that, but. Hey, stuff like that. Maybe it's a side activity that if you get bored just doing the packages, you can do some laps around on the thing and stuff like that, which is fine. Hopefully that we can use those vehicles outside of the race and stuff like that for deliveries. Probably not, but Now right here is the story and stuff like that. The one that I'm looking forward to and stuff. So. They have new story missions, so probably it's like add on to the story, or probably cut missions that weren't in the base game, stuff like that. So can't wait to see that. This is what the director's cut or a remaster of the game should be. It shouldn't just be frame rates and graphics, upscale graphics. It should be more content. Give us a reason to buy this game and play it again. More content overall. Ghost of Tsushima did it. Now Ghost of Tsushima was kind of greedy how they are overcharging players for and stuff like that. But I'll give them that. They didn't just give you a simple 60 frames and 4K resolution. No, they're giving you a whole new map to explore, a new story with Jen and stuff like that. Worth paying the money, stuff like that. And this is just another example, stuff like that. If Sony still continues with their remasters and not just bumping up the frame rate and resolution, stuff like that, and giving us something more to come back to, stuff like that, more to play, stuff like that, like more to say, okay, I'll pay $70, I'll pay $60, stuff like that, or $30, or whatever, stuff like that, because it's new and stuff like that, it's revamped and stuff like that. So I'm seeing a lot of game developers take more pride in their remakes for the PS5, stuff like that. So that's always good to see. So I hope Sony stays with that trend and don't get lazy and they say, oh, the Death Stranding, just give it like a bump up and like upscale 4K and 60 frames. they'll play it. No, and stuff like that. Because just because the game has 60 frames and the graphics look a little bit tiny nicer, I'm not gonna. I drop back into it and stuff like that. But so I was close. So I said September 20. So September 24th and stuff like that. So it's coming out now. I maybe it's gonna be $70 stuff like that. I don't know the price of it yet, but okay. So I have the blog post right here and stuff like that. Just because I just want to go over all the information and stuff real quick. It will officially cross saves, so you bring your save over to PS4. All just like the standard stuff. You can pause it, read for yourself. All the content, equipment, stuff like that. More weapons, equipment, and vehicles, and various new modes and missions, areas to explore. So that right there and stuff. I want to see what they can do and stuff like that. Um, and they add all new online features, stuff like that. So that's great. Okay, so the PS5 features and stuff like that. I go over there real quick. So of course, everybody loves the dual sense. So they're using the haptic triggers and stuff like that, and feedback and stuff like that. Um, you know, So I say if you shoot a different type of gun, stuff like that, you get resistance, stuff like that. Haptic feedback, 3D audio, which 3D audio is amazing just for gaming. Now use it for music stuff like that, no, but for gaming, you can hear everything, stuff like that. Fast load time, stuff like that, which 60 frames, 4K, stuff like that. But now it's going to have a performance, so choose between picture mode. So performance mode will upscale it to 4K. So that'll give you 60 frames. So it's upscale, so not true for. So it's like 1440p, up to 60 frames. Now, with fidelity mode is negative 4K, both with ultra wide and HDR support. So I don't know if it's like ray tracing, something like that. But if you want performance 60 frames at smoothness, there you go. If you want the fidelity, like I said, I like playing open worlds and stuff like that. In the fidelity mode because I want to see the map at its best resolution, stuff like that. But anything else like loot shoes or whatever, 60 frames, stuff like that. The digital deluxe edition, stuff like that. So okay, so this is why I didn't know. If you already own the PS version of Death Stranding, you can get the PS5 version of Death Stranding. Digital for Director's Cut digital for only $10. This option will be available at launch. Okay. So I don't see no other price stuff like that. So I'm guessing if you own it, you can pay just $10 to upgrade stuff like that. That's probably what I would do. But hey, that's great. Not what Sucker Punch and stuff did, or Sony did with the Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, when there was if you brought this version of the game already, the DLC and all, and you got a PS5 and you want to bring it over to PS5, you have to pay another $10. So you pay $20 for DLC, and then to bring it to PS5, you have to pay $10. So I like how just one thing and stuff like that. So $10, that's fine. I'm probably gonna send it like separate and stuff like that, probably. But that's all I want to go over stuff like that, because I'm really excited to dive into Death Stranding, stuff like that. One game that I did not play at all, stuff like that I want, because I like that weirdness that in on the story. I like the mystery and stuff like that. So I'm going to dive back into it, stuff like that. When it comes out, stuff like that, and I will talk about it for you guys, stuff like that. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure to share this video out, because it'll help the channel out so much. Stay tuned for my other videos, stuff like that. I just posted the stream doc and stuff like that from Valve, stuff like that everybody's talking about and stuff like that. But I'll probably do a couple more videos on it, stuff like that, because I want to do not like a comparison to the Switch, but something different and stuff like that. But stay tuned for that. Stay safe. Take it easy. Peace.